Hi, I am a sodium ion with a positive charge. My sodium ion friends and I live outside of the neurons in the nervous system.
Hi, I'm a potassium ion with a positive charge. My potassium ion friends and I live inside the neuron.
Hi, I'm a sodium-potassium pump. I live in the membrane of a neuron. I slowly move 3 sodium ions out of the neuron in exchange for bringing 2 potassium ions in. This is a form of active transport which uses adenosine triphosphate, also known as ATP energy, to keep ions moving in and out of the cell.
The membrane surface of the axon is filled with lots of sodium and potassium channels. The sodium-potassium pump tries to maintain the concentration of the ions on both sides of the membrane, but during depolarization, the sodium-potassium pump cannot keep up with the fast movement of the ions. The number of sodium ions that go through cannot be stopped, causing the sodium outside door to open. Depolarization slowly closes the sodium channel's inside door and opens the potassium channel door. The potassium ions leave the cell, making the membrane potential more negative, causing repolarization. The repolarization causes the potassium door to close slowly, the sodium channel's outside door to close rapidly, and the sodium channel's inside door to slowly open. Once it repolarizes, the sodium-potassium pump can keep up with the flow of the ions. After the membrane returns to the resting level, the action potential moves down the axon of the neuron. The action potential moves along the unmyelinated unipolar neuron of the PNS and will communicate with the myelinated multipolar neuron of the CNS. Hi, I'm a non-myelinated unipolar neuron. My job is to send electrical signals to other parts of the nervous system carrying important information.
I am a calcium ion. When the calcium channels open, I travel from the synaptic cleft to the neuron.
Hi, I'm a neurotransmitter. I'm released from an axon terminal and wander through the synaptic cleft to nearby dendrite.
Hi, I'm a myelinated multipolar neuron. My job is to send electrical signals to other parts of the nervous system carrying important information. I use the sodium and potassium gradients and proteins called sodium and potassium channels to generate a digital pulse called the action potential.
When the action potential depolarizes, the calcium channel opens, causing the calcium ions to rush in. The calcium changes the shape of the proteins inside the nerve terminal and fuses the docked vessel within the plasma membrane. Once fused, the acetylcholine neurotransmitter inside the synaptic vessel spills out into the synaptic cleft and moves over to the postsynaptic membrane. Once the acetylcholine neurotransmitter binds to the dendrite, the potassium and sodium channels open, causing the depolarization of the postsynaptic dendrite. After the acetylcholine neurotransmitter lets go of the dendrite, the channel closes. Once the spinal cord receives the message, a signal travels back down the leg through the PNS for the muscle to contract, making you pick up your foot. At the same time, a different signal travels up the spinal cord to the brain, causing the brain to register the signal as pain.
Here's the story of a lovely lady who was bringing up 3 very lovely girls. All of them had hair of gold, like their mother, the youngest one in curls. It's the story of a man named Brady who was busy with 3 boys of his own. They were 4 men living all together, yet they were all alone. Till the one day when the lady met this fellow, and they knew that it was much more than a hunch, that this group must somehow form a family. That's the way they all became the Brady Bunch. The Brady Bunch, the Brady Bunch, that's the way